friend, do you have your first day of coordination client? Are you feeling nervous? Or are you just struggling with day of coordination with the clients you have? Well, I've got you covered. My name is Sarah Chansey, and I'm the founder and creative director behind Chansey Charm, a national wedding planning and design firm. And I love helping wedding planners like you build their business and serve their clients with excellence. That's why today I'm really excited to share my top 5 tips for day of wedding coordination. These are the tips that I wish I'd had when I started serving clients, and I hope that they make your journey as a wedding planner a little bit more enjoyable. So tip number 1, let's dive in. My first tip is to have an online planning program. We actually use Aisle Planner. It's amazing, and we give our clients access to it as soon as they book. Even if they're not full planning and design, they're just, we call it month of or day of, we go ahead and give them access. And the reason for that is that we really want them to have our checklist, our to-do list, so that when we really start working with them about a month before the wedding at their final walkthrough, they feel confident about what they've done and we're on this same page and the handoff is a little bit smoother. We, as I said, have day of coordination is actually called month of coordination at Chansey Charm. And that's because we're really passionate about serving our clients with excellence. You know, weekend of, guests don't know if you're full planning or day of. You're just the wedding planner, so you're in charge and you're responsible. So we don't feel comfortable just showing up day of. We want to start working with our clients a month out at the final walkthrough so that by the time the wedding day comes, we're really familiar with their wedding and we feel confident that everything's been tied up and it's going to be done with excellence. So again, we go ahead and give them access to our online planning program as soon as they book, and that's tip number 1. Having an online planning program with your checklist and giving your clients access to it as soon as they book. Number 2, we're actually going to back up a little bit from the final walkthrough, and 2 months out, we're going to go ahead and ask our clients to start working on their music selections. This is something that's A, missed, and B, super emotional for people, and it takes them a long time to make these selections for all those key dances and moments. So you're going to want to go ahead and remind them 2 months out that, hey, at the final walkthrough, we're going to be talking about your music selections. It's really important. So speaking of the final walkthrough, at the final walkthrough, you're gonna wanna do 2 things. Tip number 3, you're gonna wanna make sure you know where everyone in the wedding party is sitting or standing so that when you get to the rehearsal, you're in charge, you know what you're doing, you're leading with excellence, you're just calling out names and telling people where to sit and stand. You're not having to refer to the bride or groom or trying to pull them aside right before to get that information from them. You're prepared. Tip number 4, you're gonna want to make a voice memo recording of how to pronounce everyone's names in the wedding party so that, again, weekend of the wedding, you're not having to ask the bride and groom for that information when the DJ or band director is saying, hey, do you know how to pronounce these names? You don't want to pronounce people's names wrong, obviously, and you want it to be done with excellence, but you also don't want to have to bug the bride and groom the day of their wedding to get that information. So just going ahead and asking for it at the final walkthrough makes everything a lot less stressful. And tip number 5 is probably my favorite. You're gonna wanna make sure that on the wedding day, you're letting the photographer know when key moments are coming up, that you're actually telling them before you tell the bride, hey, the cake cutting's about to happen, so that they're completely prepared to capture all of those special moments because we don't wanna miss any of those in the wedding album. So really important tip, and your photographer will thank you. If you're interested in these tips and even more tips that I have for a smooth, successful coordination process, check out my day of coordination guide in the Wedding Planner Resource Shop on my site. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more wedding planner trainings.